Everybody, welcome back to what could be the final episode for the season of FSi DFS Fantasy Baseball Picks. I'm host Meg 31. Just want to thank all of you for watching throughout the course of the season. McKinley and I were most started like at the a game between San Diego and the Dodgers in late March. We started in the middle of February grinding for spring training. So keep that in mind. Put a note in your phone or whatever to look for us because we've offered spring training for free some years and sometimes for a very low cost, but we've done really well. So if you want to get a jump on the competition next year for the season, then come on and join us. We'll be doing postseason coverage and FSI also. So if we don't have videos, you can still get into the description of the video into our Discord, and we'll probably have a special sale for the postseason on that. So come check that out. It should be exciting postseason. So we've done well in the postseason. We've done well in spring training. We've done well all season. So love baseball. It's grind, but if you still need help with getting to those Iron Man, because I think we have like 9 days left or something, we'll help you get there. So, anyways, 12-game slate. I'm gonna kind of blow right through this because a lot of teams out of it, and it really doesn't matter. So, first game, Pirates Yankees, Yankee Stadium. Garrett Jones and Rodon. Jones I like as a pitcher, but not against the Yankees, who are still I think they pretty much have most of it wrapped up. Is still fighting Cleveland for home field advantage. So, and they still have stuff to play for. Rondon has been decent recently. If you want to do a pirate head stack of righties against him, I get it. Sometimes he has struggled, but he seems to be on recently. And the Yankees bats against Jared Jones, they seem to be rounding into form. They had a good series against Baltimore, so you can pretty much play who your favorite ones there. I like Wells. Batting fourth there. He's just been an amazing person to put in the stack. Jason Dominguez, the Martian, really hasn't had as much pizzazz as he did last season, but the potential's still there. So if you need another cheaper bat to mix in, that works for you. Marlins and Toronto Oiler, no thank you. Toronto's actually been pretty strong to finish out the season. Barrios, up and down all season. He's actually been decent. Miami has been a good team to target recently. It's kind of a park upgrade for them going to Toronto, even though Toronto's not a hitter's park. Miami's even less so. So Miami, I think if you want to put a 150 max, if you want to throw like some lefties out there like Sanchez and Stowers and maybe like a Burger Edwards stack, I could see that there. Blue Jays absolutely love here. They're cheap. I'm probably pair them with Minnesota to try to get a decent pitching and cash here. So up and down the lineup, they're fine. You can always skip over Vlad, and that keeps them really cheap. Everybody's in the 3K range, except for Springer's 4-2, but I mean, you can definitely get to that. Tampa Bay and Boston, Taj Bradley and Nick Pivetta. Pivetta's probably going to be the chalk SP2 on the slate, probably 30 to 40% ownership. Bradley's not bad either here. Uh, they're just playing out the season here. The wind's actually blowing in a little bit in Fenway, 69 degrees, so it's not like blazing hot. So it's still a good hitter's park. And I still like the lefties here, but Bradley, I think, has been solid enough to be in consideration for you as like probably one of the best pitchers in the medium range. If you don't trust DeGrom, only going 65 to 75 pitchers. And like I said, Pavetta is only 7.9. It'll probably be the chalk SB2 in cash. Tampa Bay bats, if you want to go contrarian against a highly owned Pavetta, then that definitely works for you. Lau, Aranda, Low, Camarino is probably where I'd go with that one. And then Boston, just the normal lefties, Duran, Casas, Yoshida, Abreu, and O'Neill if you can get up to him. Houston and Cleveland, maybe a little bit of rain here. Probably it looks like it ends early, so it might be a little bit of wet, but they should get this game in here. Blanco and continue. Blanco I like, but Cleveland and Houston are pretty much the same story. Discipline at the plate, don't walk much. So I really don't like either of these pitchers here too much. Bat wise, I mean, they're definitely playing for positioning still. I think Houston's pretty much locked in, so you might see them still like resting guys, and Alvarez is still out of the lineup. So we'll see what kind of Houston lineup gets rolled out there. But Cleveland's still fighting the Yankees. So both bullpens are decent too. So probably just gonna scratch off this game here. Kansas City, Atlanta. If you bet Kansas City currently, I'm looking at it's 308 total. I know Max Fried is a good pitcher, but this Kansas City offense should be able to do better than that. I know the wind's blowing in 13 miles per hour, so it should be good pitching conditions. I'm not touching Singer, I don't believe. 150 max maybe against the Braves, who've got a lot to play for. 5 games left to see if they can make it into the playoffs. And Fried should be solid, so I'm okay. But against this Kansas City offense, I put them down at the bottom of the high salary ones. But if you bet, I would bet the over on the 3.8 for Kansas City. I just don't see how they can hold that offense down that much. I think they can get at least 4 runs in this one. So and Kansas City is really cheap. So if you want to play some Dodgers, like Gurriel, Furman, Renfro, DeLong are all like 2.5K to 3.5K. Garrett Hampson, like you could build a nice little stack there. And GPP have the splits advantage and get your Dodgers in, who are priced higher than some of the pitchers on the slate. Braves on the other side, I'm definitely playing them here. Harris, Olson, Albies, Osuna, maybe if I can get up to him. He's just been cold recently, Soler. So I don't know if I'm going to go a full Brave stack with 5, but I'll try to probably get like 4 in a lineup. Dodgers and Rockies at Coors Field, Yamamoto and Cottrell. Yamamoto, if you want to take a shot on him, he's come back from the IL and it's been good. They've not let him go that deep, but there are some strikeouts in this Rockies lineup, definitely. Wind blown in, but it's going to be 83 degrees, so it's going to be kind of warmer there, one of the warmer slates on the slate. So that's definitely something that could help hitting. So Yamamoto and GPPs, I can see Quintrell not touching. Otani 8K. That is just crazy. He would be in the mid range for pitchers if he was actually pitching, but he's just hitting. So we'll see what the ownership is on him. That's at 6'8". Teoscar Hernandez 5'7". You're not going to have Freeman in the lineup. He's out with a sprained ankle. So Muncy should be in there. Edmonds should be in there. I don't know who's going to play first base for him. Maybe Otani. Um, so we'll have to see how that plays out. Maybe Lux or Hernandez. We'll see. But just keep in mind Freeman's not going to be there, so that gives you one more cheaper bet in there. And the bottom line, if you can definitely make things happen, but they priced up like Edmonds to like 5K, so you can get Dodgers in, but you're going to have to make some sacrifices, and you're going to have to pair them with some cheap pitchers or some cheap fill-ins. Rockies on the other side, Blackman's retiring. So I think it's gonna be a special 3 days for him, especially the final of the game of the season. So I'll definitely play him in that game here. And you can the Rockies, they have the potential. They're playing in Coors Field, so it's good hitting condition. GPPs, I think they're probably your top stack. Mets and Brewers, Manea and Montas. Mets have a lot to play for. The Brewers still are in it, but I think they might start resting players. So Manea here should be a great play, especially if they come with a watered down lineup, if they're starting to rest like Adames and Contreras and things like that for the playoffs. Montas, the other side, I'm not touching. This Mets team should have Lindor back. They should be full strength, and they should be they're trying to stay ahead of the Braves to make the final wild card spot for playoffs. So Manea, yes, Montas is no, Mets bats are yes, and Milwaukee is cheap enough if you need to throw them in there, especially like if you get like Churio leading off against the lefty Perkins, Gary Sanchez. I'll see what the lineup is, and I'll probably play right-handed stack against Manea and a GPP. But I'm not playing him in cash. Baltimore and the Twins, Povich and Lopez. Povich has struggled a little bit. I'm not going to be touching him. He's maybe in the 150 max, but I don't think the Twins are putting things together. The Twins are still fighting for to stay alive in the playoffs. There, I think they have the last spot right now. I think they're fighting off Cincinnati and or not Cincinnati, Seattle, and who's the other one? We know Detroit's and KC are pretty much tied. Oh, it's the Orioles. Yeah. So, yeah, I think the Minnesota's on the outside looking in because unless the Orioles continue to slide, I think Detroit and Kansas City are going to be the final 2 in there, which is amazing for Detroit. But so the Twins are fighting. And actually, this is a great game because if the Twins sweep them, then that might get them in. So lots of incentive here. Pablo Lopez, I like. I don't love against the Orioles. Povich, I'm not touching. And I think both teams have a lot to play for. So I'd put a stack of each of them just in case they put together a really good game with a lot of incentive on the line. Texas and the Angels, DeGrom, probably 65, 75 pitches against a high strikeout team. So can you get enough done at 8-4 there? Potentially. I think in the medium range, if you want to take a shot at GPGs, go for it. Reed Detmers, I'm not loving here, but in the cheap range, Texas does have some strikeouts. Like they move Heim up to lineup. Langford has absolutely been on fire. So I think a right-handed stack would be great here, like Fork, who's the uh, first baseman, Garcia, Heim, Langford, Simeon. That'd be a really nice stack in GPP against the lefty Detmers. And then against DeGrom, like I think they lost another yeah, their shortstop, Noto, is going to be out for. So there's another bat out of the Los Angeles lineup. So if you want to go through the garbage dump and pick up some of these cheap pieces to play against the Dodgers and GPP and hope you catch lightning in battle, go for it. 70 degrees with the wind blowing out a little bit, so should be a decent night there. But DeGrom and then the Texas bullpen, I don't know, could work out. San Diego Padres and Arizona Diamondbacks, other ones fighting for positions in the playoffs. So San Diego wants to, the Dodgers already have it, but they want to keep on finishing the season strong here. And Arizona wants to fight to stay in it. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Great matchup here. Darvish and Kelly. Darvish, he hasn't really since come back from an injury, has gone too deep. So at 8-6, I think it's a little bit risky to be playing him. I don't think he was on the board when I did this, so that might have changed. I forget who San Diego had potentially pitching. I thought it was Perez. So if it is Darvish, I think he'll take over for Perez, like right here is the fade, no interest. And against the Arizona team, there's a lot to play for. And Kelly, I mean, 150 max. I think both offenses could definitely be good here. So I'll have some shares of them. A pretty nice total for the game overall. Athletics and Seattle after the whole emotional goodbye to Oakland, who are now they're on the road to finish things off against the Mariners. Sears, I think, is okay here because Seattle just they're still alive, I think, but barely in the playoffs. I think if somebody wins one more game, they're out. So it's gonna be all out tonight for them. Castillo comes back from the IL. He could have come back on Monday. He's had more rest. It was just a hamstring, nothing with his arm or anything. He should be perfectly fine and be able to go 80, 85, 90 pitches, whatever they need him to do. But if he does struggle, he could get pulled early. I think he'll be the chalk SP1 tonight, probably 35% ownership. And I get it against this A's lineup on the road. And so A's bats would be a contrarian stack. And then the Seattle bats are usually pretty cheap too against the lefty here. So Robles, Riley, I love. Julio Rodriguez has been kind of quiet this season, but always has the potential there. Rosarina, Turner is where it'd probably go, even Polanco, maybe Garver. So lots, they'll probably go all right-handed bats except for Crawford against Sears. So there's many to pick for. Final game, Cardinals and Giants means nothing here, but Mikolas against Ludd and Roop. Mikolas, I think 5-5. If you're trying to get Dodgers in there and you need a cheap SP2, I don't mind it. Uh, and Roop, I think, is definitely in play. He's had like 17 DK points last few times out against the Cardinals. So it all depends on who they play, and they're trying to get some young guys in here. Again, not much to play for them. So I think that Roop could go out there and have a decent game if you need use him in a GPP also. So let's look at the Bills and get you on your way for your day. So Castillo or Rodon, if you don't trust Castillo coming back from the injury or he might get pulled early, then Carlos Rodon will be your play. It gives you a little bit more salary. And then Pavetta is my SP2. Then I'm going Blue Jays and Twins. So give me Pavetta. Oh, well, give me Kirk is, and then you decide if you want Vlad or you can go like Santana there, or you can go Horwitz if you need a little bit more money. Second base, you can go with one off there because like Jimenez, I don't really love for, and then Farmer is there also for Minnesota. Depends on where they hit in the order. But Lewis, Pereira, Buxton, Lukes, and then fill in with Springer or Horwitz, or not Horwitz. It doesn't have that. Barger can play out there too, or there's a bunch of Minnesota guys to fill in. For GPP, give me Rupen Miklas. I'm taking that final game against each other. It doesn't really mean anything in San Francisco, which is a decent pitcher's park. That there are strikeouts on both sides. That they get enough and do enough against each other. That's kind of a pitching duel. That they both get me like 13 to 15 DK points, and then I can load up my lineup with Dodgers. Give me Lux, Otani, Betts, and then Gurriel and Renfroe, and I'm going to fill in with those cheap Royals that I talked about earlier. So I got for you again. Thanks for an amazing season. Hope to get some playoff videos out, but if we don't, goodbye for this year, and thanks for watching. We'll continue on NFL and NASCAR on this channel. I don't know if McKinley's going to do hockey, but Charlie's been doing soccer, so there will be some videos out there for you to help out, and I'll see if the NBA team can maybe get up some stuff for them. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Good luck in your contest. If you have any questions, put them in the chat below. Told you already, get into the description of the video and get to our pricing page, and you'll see the amazing pricing. It's great to emphasize on the weekend. It's like $6 a day to play like all the sports. That's super affordable, and you should be able to easily make your return on investment there. So thanks for that. Thanks for your support. These videos help us back. Like, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, so you know when our videos are coming out next year, and share with your friends. So thanks for watching. Thanks for a great season. Hope you have an amazing holiday season, and I will see you on the NASCAR channel and on NFL football. And we'll see you back in 2025 to kick off the next Major League Baseball season. So till then, Mega Ruler 31 signing off, and see you then.